In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Now the earth was unformed and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep.
I was born in Jerusalem in 1953, grew up in Israel. In 1975, I started to paint, and in the year 1980, I graduated from the Bezalel Academy of Art, where I received my BFA degree. Right after, I moved to the US and studied at Yale University, where I received my MFA degree from the School of Art. For the next 10 years, I continued to live and work in the US. In the year 2001, my wife Andy was diagnosed with leukemia. My way of coping with the illness was to illustrate the Bible. I picked the book of Genesis as a good beginning. That's where God creates us all and gives us life. For 5 long years, we battled the illness together, but in the end, Andy passed away. I finished the book of Genesis and then moved on to illustrate the book of Exodus. The book of Exodus talks about the journey of our people from slavery to freedom. That's what I felt after those 5 long years. I felt that I found a way by studying the text and working and illustrating those images to find strength for my own journey. Working in the landscape for 20 years or more affected the colors that I use, the blues and browns and yellows, in order to be accurate and to make sure that the ideas that I came up with make sense. I turned to Professor Yair Zakovich from Hebrew University to guide me, looked at the text.
I'm Avner's good friend and also his advisor. When I met Avner for the first time, I did not know that this meeting is going to be so meaningful, to play such a meaningful role in my life. I started looking at the text through the artist's eyes, and it really opens my own eyes to see things in the text that I have never been aware of them.
Avner comes with his all the images that he's prepared. He usually does an entire book at a time. So I've done the entire Sefer Bereshit, all the images for Sefer Bereshit, all the images for Sefer Shmot. The creative challenges for me was to come up with a script, both traditional and contemporary feel, spirit, that would make the images work nicely.
I've been working with Avner Moriah for the past almost 20 years. We've done many extraordinary projects together. The Bible project by Avner Moriah is one of the most unique projects this studio has ever done. The technology we used for this project and the extreme skills needed to create the piece of art that you're going to see was truly something that pushed us to the edge.
We're here to talk about one of Israel's greatest artists, Avner Moriah. I had the privilege of working with Avner on a special exhibition of works that he did on the Megillat Esther. And we decided to display them here in the museum after Avner came to speak to me and he showed me his works. And the truth of the matter is, he's one of the few artists that looks at our ancient sources, is inspired not just by the text of the Bible, but the combination of the Bible, the raw text itself, with the art and the history of the cultures of the ancient Near East. Avner, as a contemporary artist, uses his skill, his talent, his passion and his love for the Bible to combine all of that together in some of the most tremendous, remarkable works that we have today.
My illustration of the Bible is going to take several more years to be completed. What started as a painful personal journey is going to become a celebration of text and colors for generations to come.